your favorite movie?
I don't know.
You have to have a favorite. What comes to mind?
Come on down and chum some of this shit.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the What Do We Know podcast. That's Riley, that's Kenny, I'm Armando, and this week we're going to be reviewing Peak Cinema. Not according to the box office, of course, but Furiosa, a Mad Max saga.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But first, we'll start off with some film news. The one thing we really wanted to talk about, I'm going to start with the Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
So reportedly, this is the worst Memorial Day box office weekend since 1995. Furiosa, we saw it. We'll be reviewing it. We won't go too much in detail, but it was a great movie, and it opened with how many millions? Nothing.
It's like 30 or something.
It barely peaked at 30, but I mean, it basically was a weekend that most people would be grateful to have their movie opening.
Yeah, this has always been my birthday weekend.
That's true.
I've always been like, oh, it's my birthday, a new movie's coming out. Let's go see the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah.
So, it just like, I was so happy that this was like my birthday gift, seeing this on my birthday.
We actually did see it on his birthday at 10 p.m.
But to see that it did this bad, I was like, I was upset.
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we going backwards?
Yeah, I don't understand it. Also, for it to go back to 1995, it's the worst one. Like, it's crazy. So, reportedly, Furiosa opened to 25.6 million. And then right behind them, the Garfield movie, 24.8 million. That is very close. Like, that is too close for comfort.
What the fuck?
Now, my problem is, like, on my YouTube, like, I am subscribed to a bunch of, like, news outlets, media. So anytime an artist drops an album, anytime a movie comes out, I see all the promos and all the interviews, XYZ. Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth, they promoted this movie.
Yeah.
They went overseas to UK, did a bunch of interviews and like TV spots. I mean, they did. Even Chris Hemsworth did Hot Ones. Like,
They had it in multiple languages.
Yeah.
putting this movie in like focal point for it to have the upper hand advantage by a mile, and for the numbers to come in and look like that. And just for context, I'll pull up what the past Memorial Day weekend box office were. So the biggest one was last year, 2022. Top Gun opened with 160 million in the same weekend.
Yeah, that movie killed it.
160. Behind that, Pirates of the Caribbean in 2007, 139 mil. Behind that, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in 2008. X-Men The Last Stand, 122. Little Mermaid, 118. Fast and Furious 6, 117 mil. You're putting it up against, like, movies that, I mean, for God's sake.
Movies that a lot of people almost don't like. Like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, a lot of people don't like that movie.
The Longest Yard did 58 mil in 2005. And bless you.
Thank you.
Epic. I haven't even heard of that movie. Tomorrowland?
Epic was
I
pretty
remember
good.
Epic.
Epic was pretty good. Tomorrowland was not.
The Flintstones did better than they did in 94. I mean, it's Sex and the City. I mean, I'm just giving you perspective of what a normal Memorial Day weekend for the box office should look like. Especially for something like this, because it's a part of the Mad Max saga. It's been heavily promoted. I mean,
I get that it's rated R, so not like it's not like
that
it's not
that
for
shit-
everyone.
I get it, but
So it's cutting out like kids and stuff. Like kids are gonna go and see like Pirates of the Caribbean and Indiana
That's
Jones.
Because movies like
The-
Deadpool and Joker and stuff.
The Hangover-
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
The Hangover 2 came out in 2011 and opened to 103 on the same weekend.
Yes, they definitely should be pulling a number like that.
I mean, that's what I would have expected for something like this, because the biggest problem is that all the stars aligned. They promoted this like nothing. I mean, they did everything they could. It
Do you
just
think people were just tired after going to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Like they were like, "Oh, I went to my movie for the year."
I feel like
No.
more people were looking forward to this more than.
Well, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes did better.
I mean, obviously, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I honestly
yeah,
couldn't
Kingdom
tell
did
you.
really well.
No,
it
it
did like insanely
Insanely
Kingdom
well.
is doing
For
really
movies,
well,
like,
which I'm
it-
happy. Thank Christ y'all went to go see that one. But like,
Right.
bro, Furiosa. I like Furiosa more.
Yeah, I like Furiosa more as
Same.
well.
Same. And Furiosa is not a movie that was made for someone like me, and I still enjoyed it more than
Damn,
And I
it's
still
so
like
good.
Planet-
All
you know.
guys,
Kingdom Planet of the Apes.
please get up and go see the movie. Okay?
Yeah, it's like people these days they just
Fuck's
like
sake.
they go to the movies once a year and they're like, oh, that's
why
that's
are
all
some
I'm
of
doing.
you content with doing this?
My neck hurts.
Oh, that's great, epic.
There's certain I think I'm a little biased because it's just like I believe that every movie should be seen in the theater and getting that full experience. But
Yeah.
something like
I believe
this movie
Oh,
was
bro.
made to be
Oh no, bro! If
This
anybody
movie in the
watches
theater.
Furiosa on their phone for
Crazy.
the first time,
You're not even getting all
or
of
not
it.
even for the first time, but like if that's your only exposure to it,
The biggest thing is the bass.
that's
Like,
what I'm
you
saying,
know,
but just
you-
the scope.
You want to be
Bro,
in that
can we-
seat to feel the revving of the
Yeah.
engines hit
Yeah.
you.
But also just the scope, bro. Like with the sequence with that damn rig, bro. I
Yeah.
would not want to watch that on. My
I'm
phone.
just saying that
Not
like
even on my laptop.
I'm just saying that a movie like that, and also for them to go against their budget was about the same as The Fall Guy. It was about 160 million.
Which the Fall Guy just hit their budget.
They just hit it, and they barely missed the mark. I mean, and I'm not gonna lie. I'll look it up real quick, but I believe that The Fall Guy had similar numbers to this.
On the opening weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise you. I'm just hoping that we might get a resurgence.
Oh, they did better. 28.5 mil.
Yeah.
For something like this to have underperformed in this way, yes, it was still number one in the box office, but it doesn't compute to the numbers.
It's
when
getting
they're-
really good reviews, though, so maybe...
same with The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy had rave reviews throughout the board, but
It did. It did.
and they promoted that. I mean, just for that, take that into context as well. It's just like you have two major stars like Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling who are in a film together. The year prior, Barbie and Oppenheimer that made $1 billion each. Oppenheimer
Wow.
missed it by a slight midget, but I'll still give it to him. A smidget? No?
Yeah, smidgen.
A smidget. But I'm just saying, you take two stars like that, you put them in a film, and then it underperforms. I mean, the same thing goes for this, where it's just like a weekend where you had more time to go to the movies, and you still fell short on a masterpiece. Don't. But,
No, I mean you're right.
am I?
Yeah, this was a masterpiece.
Kind of.
But I don't know what I'm more mad about: Furiosa underperforming or Garfield being so fucking close. Because I'll tell you this.
Garfield, it's an animated movie. Like, you know, the Super Mario movie made over $1 billion. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Garfield hit 500. Like, I wouldn't be.
To be honest, though, the funniest thing is I forgot the
but-
Garfield movie was coming out, and also I saw zero promotion.
Zero promotion for this
Chris
movie.
Pratt, and I believe that the studios behind Sony did it.
Bro, this
Sony did the Garfield movie. I believe they were like, we're not putting any money down to
This is
fly
ridiculous.
anybody out for promo because it's
Yeah,
Memorial Day weekend and we're going up against Furiosa. Fuck it, we'll take what we'll get. We'll get second place. They knew that. But for them to have these numbers go up against it, it's like, oh shit, we didn't have to spend our money to promote it.
no, because Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, I don't always take Rotten Tomatoes like at face value,
Right.
or but for the review set, it has a 36%. I expected that. The audience has a 81.
I expected that.
Yeah.
Garfield?
Yeah, Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's all it's just like you said, but it has a 5.9 on the IMDb already.
So it's pretty mid.
It's
It's pretty mid at
Pretty
most,
mid.
but like you said, it's a fucking animated movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's see Garfield.
And it's like, oh, kids, let's go see the Garfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm
movie.
saying.
It's just crazy that I didn't see Chris
Yeah.
Pratt whatsoever, and I think Sony was smarter to save their money and be like, we'll take second place and we'll get what we'll get. And the fact that they smidged it, like, that's insane to me.
I'm hoping that, people will... I was hoping this with Fall Guy as well, but hoping people will see the good reviews and flock to the theater for Furiosa.
They should have known. This is George Miller. This is Mad Max Saga. Like, you have Anya Taylor-Joy and, like, Chris Hemsworth. Like, everything was made for it to have a $100 million opening weekend.
Yeah.
But the problem, it's not even a problem. There's nothing that they could have changed to get better numbers. That's the sorriest thing about it.
Yeah, I'd agree. I don't know, like, what else could you do?
You
to
couldn't
market?
promote it any more than
The
y'all had.
only
Yeah.
thing they could do would be to, with promoting their movie, promote like the movie pass with the movie theater, so people actually need
Right.
to save money.
True.
Yeah.
Again, like, people don't understand that, like, there's ways now versus back in the day where you can save money with a Regal Pass. There's even one with, is it
AMC?
AMC has
AMC
one?
stuff says-
Because I know my friend has that. Like, there's different ways for you to save money if you
and
regularly want to go.
it's just like a streaming service. Like, you just pay less than $30 a month to see unlimited movies the entire month. You can go in the morning and then at night, the same day, every day for the entire month.
You could literally actually watch more movies than you've ever wanted to watch in a month and come out on top. Like, it's so cheap and people just don't understand it because I think people are so content with just being at home and watching movies, which is great on its own. But there's certain films you want to get the full experience, and Furiosa being one of them. I mean, it's just kind of a shame because it's just
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah, that's definitely a movie that you
A
would
year
wanna
ago,
see.
y'all flocked for Top Gun, which great, but it's just like to see the difference. 131 mil against 25. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of a sorry excuse, but again, there's nothing else that would have been different. The fact is that they could have just not promoted it and probably came out with the same number.
Mm.
Like,
Or
I don't
even,
know.
or even have some weird effect on it and maybe even do better because sometimes people
Just get
like,
fatigued with seeing it.
no,
over and
or
over.
just like they see that it wasn't, and then that like piques their interest even more. It's like, oh, I didn't know this was coming out. Goes and watches it. Like,
Everyone knew good and damn well that Furiosa was coming out this weekend.
But that's my point. Like, it's like you said. Like, imagine if they didn't, right?
Yeah.
Or they didn't promote it as well. Like, and imagine that. Just
Garfield did zero promotion. The coolest thing I saw Garfield do in the whole time of their rollout was literally they replicated the Deadpool Wolverine poster. I thought that was the slickest shit they did. That was it.
They did that.
They replicated the
Oh, I
poster
didn't know that.
with Garfield holding a knife and a fork and had,
Oh, I didn't know that.
the dog.
Odie.
Yeah, Odie.
Cody? Yeah, Cody.
Odie.
But yeah, like, the fact that, like, Furiosa just had an incredible rollout and for it to just fall that flat, it's insane to me. I don't know. I think, honestly, we need to get, like, Regal or, like, AMC a sponsor. I will sell the shit out of these.
Yeah, for real.
'Cause I think
will sponsor you.
it
guys.
is one of
I-
those-
video, bro.
No, we need it the other way around. We need to get sponsors. But
I actually tell people like about it every time I go places. I'm like, you need to get the movie pass.
it's so it saves you so much money. Like, I remember before I got it, I think the last movie I saw was on my birthday when Super Mario Brothers came out. I went with me and my two nephews, and boy, I spent like $90 up in that joint. Now, barely what popcorn and a drink. I spent under $10 each time,
Mm-hmm. Including ticket.
including ticket. Like, come
Ticket,
on.
popcorn, and drink under $10.
It is insane. Yes, I had to spend $30 for the refillable popcorn and the drink bucket. Yes, I paid $20 a month, but even all that added up,
I mean, but that sometimes you pay $20 to go for one viewing. Like, Like
Yeah.
I paid like almost damn near 20 for like an XD or like an IMAX
Yeah.
screening.
True.
Without
Without concessions.
Without concessions. I pay that once a month, and then you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
It's the price of a ticket.
yeah.
We're really here to just tell y'all about the Memorial Day weekend box office being crap, and you should go get a Regal Unlimited pass.
Can you go see a movie? Even if you don't want to, just go once. I don't know.
We know you want to see movies.
Yeah.
This world ain't that great.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a
If you see 2 movies in a month,
it pays for this.
the pass will have saved you money already.
And I'll tell you, every time we go, it comes up, so they do promote it. It is in front of your face. But whatever.
It's only in front of your face at the movie theater. I've never seen an actual commercial for it.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. It's just a shame that a movie this big underperformed in the way that it did, because it should have been greeted by way better numbers. I would even been fine if it hit 50, but it should have hit over 100 because it was that good, in my opinion. Next, we will talk about Knives Out 3.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it was literally just a teaser trailer. It's not even been casted fully. It's not even been written, but just the excitement of Knives Out 3 coming. The only person that we know are for sure in is Daniel Craig.
What's his name? From Challengers.
Oh yeah.
Joshua O'Connor, is that his name?
Josh O'Connor just got released, I believe, today.
And then Kaylee Spaney. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that.
Yeah, and then Andrew Scott from
Andrew Scott just got casted.
Yeah, Andrew Scott from Ripley, and then Kaylee Spaney from Priscilla, Josh O'Connor from Challengers. They've all been at least Variety reports that they are casted.
Yeah.
And this one's called Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. It wasn't too much in the teaser trailer, but just that it was his.
Yeah, it was just
that
kinda,
logo.
and him saying that this was going to be
dangerous case.
Yeah, his most dangerous case, which I mean, that's pretty cool in the sense of like if you're revealing your trailer, not your trailer, your film title, and you lead it up with that. I mean, I'm interested. I want to know what happens. I also just want to know who else is cast because it's a big cast. Like the first one, Jamie Lee Curtis, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Toni Collette.
Yeah.
Michael Shannon.
Everybody.
There you go. The second one had Edward Norton, Kate Hudson, Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
yeah, I want to see who else they cast. The rumored is Tom Hardy and Lindsay Lohan. That's just a rumor.
Yeah.
That's not confirmed.
I wouldn't mind. I don't want to shit on anybody. I wouldn't mind Tom Hardy, but
I love Freaky Friday.
I love Freaky Friday too. It's just like her last movie was an Irish Christmas movie that Netflix released.
Let's see that.
Well, I don't think you should.
I like the Knives Out movies. Like it's good.
No, of course.
Like there's such a good
them,
tropey but so well made movie.
Yeah.
That it's just so enjoyable.
No, I love it. Like I love a good.
To me,
whodunit.
it's like Scooby Doo for adults.
Like a whodunit mystery.
I love
mystery.
I love a mystery movie. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's Scooby Doo.
And also
for
Daniel
adults.
Craig as
Love
Benoit
him.
Blanc. So good.
Genius.
Bro. He's so good.
I don't care what anybody says. Like that's my Daniel Craig. I mean, I think anybody that's in the film industry as a working actor wouldn't mind being a part of Knives Out 3.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would turn that down unless
that'd be such a fun
filming conflict.
Yeah, that'd be such a fun movie to be in.
Because the cast is always big and it's always eclectic. It pulls from different arenas.
And it's always fun to like guess who or like who's gonna be in it and whatnot, and just
the cast is
gonna
big names, but not big size. Like they always keep it to like these like 10 people all talking to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. Aaron Taylor Johnson would be great.
What is he? I heard he just got cast in something.
He got cast in a lot of shit. He's doing great.
Yeah.
That's who I'm throwing out. I wouldn't mind seeing him.
You want to see him in it?
I feel like he would fit well in that world. And probably because coming off of the Fall Guy.
Oh, he's in 28 Years Later.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he's gonna be. He might be busy.
He'll be fine. He could do this.
Who would I like for it to be? That's tough.
I think Glenn Powell would be cool.
Glenn Powell
Glenn Powell would be
to play like the
like-
Chris
like-
Evans
like-
role.
like a charismatic guy.
Yeah, he's doing a lot right now. So honestly, I could see that like as like a popular pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anya Taylor-Joy maybe.
I'll
Yeah.
throw-
Like I feel like her in that setting could
Like
be
in the
cool.
menu, like
Yeah,
know,
like type character. Yeah.
Mhm.
She's also big right now. Obviously.
I'll throw another one. I'll go female side. Jennifer Lawrence. She'd be great in
Jennifer
that.
Lawrence would be.
She
cool.
would be
she's
great
gonna
in
be
that.
great.
That would be cool. To see.
Yeah.
I'll take Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Jennifer Lawrence.
Just in that cast and in that world, I'd be like, she'd probably be fucking great.
yeah,
She would.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah, as like the lead maybe. Like, cause cause there's always like one that you follow. Like the first one was
Oh,
the
that's true.
Armis, and then
Yeah.
the second one was Janelle Monáe's character.
Yes.
Um,
Who does not get enough credit, but moving on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was great.
I loved her in that.
Yeah, I would say Jennifer Lawrence would be a good pick.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, but I guess we'll just have to wait for the news. I mean, it's not coming out till 2025.
Yeah, next
It
year.
didn't even say anything.
No, yeah, next year.
Oh,
next
I
year, 2025.
completely forgot it's 2024.
Yeah,
I keep saying,
2025. I feel like it'll probably be towards the end
of course.
2025, like the fall maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine.
And honestly, if it does come out, we are seeing that in theaters.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
well, I hope they do what they did with Glass Onion. They had Glass
Right.
Onion in theaters for a week, and then it went to Netflix.
You
Yeah.
hope they do that?
Like put it in.
He just
theaters.
hopes that it gets to theaters,
Yeah.
not just releases
Oh,
on
okay.
Netflix.
Yeah, because it is
I was about to-
Netflix. It is on
Oh,
Netflix,
okay, yeah,
so
yes,
it's
yes.
definitely going straight to there
But we just hope that we get a week to watch it
in a
in
theater.
a movie. Because we'll be using our Regal Unlimited Pass.
But yeah, super excited. It looks good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What was that? Were we doing the Wicked trailer?
No, it's-
Oh, Steven.
Oh, Spielberg.
Steven.
Spielberg.
I forgot. The
That's if they said his name on the ET ride. Goodbye, Armando
Where is
Kinney.
where's the fucking article?
Bye me.
It was on Variety. Fuck.
They ever say your name?
No, I always say my name is Rick.
Rick. Rick. So so for the next topic. Shut up.
I one time said my name was Kilo. And that's what
What was it?
Kilo. It's from an anime.
My God.
Isn't he a pedophile?
Kilo?
Don't. I'm not starting this anime shit again.
The 11-year-old?
Stop.
Lightning?
I
No.
was thinking of the guy.
Don't
the
feed
clown
into
makeup
it.
guy.
Hisoka?
Yeah.
Please, my bad. I don't have enough memory on my SD
So
cards.
here's why Hisoka is not a
Stop! Steven Spielberg sets a new film for summer of 2026, and he is reuniting with the Jurassic Park and the World screenwriter to do a UFO story. That's all we really know about it. Universal Pictures is backing the movie to open May 15th, 2026. I mean, I feel like if you're going to do a UFO story, you get the guy that did E.T.
It's also the guy that wrote Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which is an alien Indiana Jones for some reason. So he
technically
definitely
true, but
he definitely
also
is
did
into
it.
aliens.
Yeah, he is into aliens. That's why, like, good or bad, I'm still interested in it. Like, I don't want,
No.
Steven Spielberg and this guy who obviously loves aliens. I
He
mean,
did War of the Worlds, I mean.
They
Yeah,
might
yeah.
make this one hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, if you're going to do one, you get the guy who put it on the map.
yeah, I mean, again, he also
Just like if you're going to do an ocean movie, you get...
did, what's it called? Close Encounter. Wow.
Close
Can't fucking
Encounter.
speak. Can't fucking speak. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So, I mean,
True. I mean, let's hope it gets better numbers than fucking... Don't put it... What is it coming out? May 15th?
2025.
Jesus.
2026. So
2026.
Oh, shit.
yeah, so I don't think it's been cast or anything. I love Steven Spielberg movies. They're just like they're always so well paced. They just like take out a lot of fluff, give you like the meat, and be like, hey, here's the story with a lot of like heart to it. but also really fun.
Yeah, and Spielberg is definitely like the king of summer blockbusters. I mean, we all know the movies he's put out, but it's just kind of like for him to kind of aim it for like a May release is kind of like setting the tone for like right before summer hits.
Yeah.
I mean,
It would be cool to see him go back to maybe more of a suspense with aliens.
right.
Like, he's made a lot of the
fun movies.
yeah.
I get that. Yeah, like kind of going back to like the suspense of Jurassic Park, the suspense of no, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he goes that route. I mean, let's hope it's not. I trust between the both of them, between him and David Cope, I'm guessing is his last name. I mean, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good.
That's building nothing for me. I'm just sitting here listening to two little girls yap about shit I don't know about. Like, you guys could be talking about My Little Ponies for all I fucking care.
Hey, but what about in one scenario when, like, in the future, when you start talking about, like,
Go.
like Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, I don't follow that. I'll just be like, oh,
I don't
mean, they
talk
both
about
have big
it.
asses, but like that's about it. That's all I know.
And that's as far as the conversation would go, because I would sit here and ramble about Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion for an hour and be like, well,
We didn't ramble for an hour. We rambled for 14 minutes.
if I didn't stop y'all would have fucking rambled for an hour or two.
Well, you did stop us, but why not
Thank
earlier?
God. That's not my fault. Shut up. The gaslighting's not working.
No, it's that meme of like a guy with the whiteboard.
Oh, with the Powerbomb movie.
I'm not doing this with y'all.
Dude, this is funny.
You know what? We're never doing an anime episode on this podcast. How about that?
Maybe you, him, and I are.
A Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, Patreon exclusive on me and Riley.
You're just gonna go on the YouTube one day and we're just gonna have uploaded
It'll get deleted.
2 hour
It'll get deleted so fucking fast.
Man.
That bitch be gone in a fucking hot minute.
Nah.
It's just gonna be us sitting here. We're like, so today, we filming the secret podcast episode.
As you can see, Kenny's not here.
He's sick.
He's sick.
So
He's under the weather right now, so this is why Megan Thee
You guys talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. I'm like, them bitches.
Actually,
we talked about bottoms.
I haven't seen that fucking
our
movie.
special guest.
So why do you think Bottoms
Challengers
deserve?
is my favorite movie of the year, guys. This is why it's better than Furiosa. He took the churro and bit it.
Can we? So, this week we saw, what's it called?
Furiosa.
A Mad Max saga.
Okay. Anyways, we did see this on Riley's birthday. He just turned 25.
22. Yes, we saw this in RPX. It was amazing. We had extra bass in there. And it's a prequel to Fury Road. It's about Furiosa. And the basic premise of the movie is young Furiosa is taken from her home, a place with plants and fruits, unlike anywhere else in the wasteland. Her mother follows her to the camp where she was taken, and she tries to take her back. But the leader, Dementus, played by Chris Hemsworth, kills her mother and takes her a slave before selling her to Immortan Joe, where she becomes a war rig driver, vowing to take revenge on Dementus.
So, quickly, spoilers are ahead if you haven't seen it, which we figured most of you guys have not, because...
It's not
Shame
getting
on
any...
you. You deserve to get spoiled, so stick around, actually. Don't leave.
you ain't gonna watch it.
Yeah.
You didn't go to the theater this weekend. We went to the latest showing, and we're the last ones out.
We got out at like 1:30.
And had class at 9.
Worth it.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth it.
It was great. It would have tasted the same watching it at 6 p.m.
It would have. I wish like, the times went 6:50, then like 10:30. So
Yeah.
there wasn't much of a leeway.
Thursday showings are a little difficult, so I get it.
Yeah, we wanted to see it the second it opened to be there.
The second to last it opened because we got out late.
Yeah, but I loved the story. Like it was set up into chapters.
Yeah.
And it really made the pacing of the movie feel amazing. So quick paced, action packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was really surprised about and happy about was that the pacing. Whenever I go into something that I know isn't in my realm, I'm
And
just
it's
like
2.5 hours.
I'm just like, please don't drag because I will die in this chair.
Mhm.
But I was like fully invested in it. The story, I think, also you kind of scared me because you said like there wasn't a lot of dialogue in it, and then kind of going off of what Mad Max was. I was kind of like, I don't know if it's for me. But honestly, like the pacing of the story was great. The story itself, great. And the fact that it like connected back, like it was great for me. For someone who isn't really a fan of the Mad Max saga. I mean, I haven't seen any of the other ones, so don't quote me on it. But for me to have seen this one and it to kind of set up the rest of the Mad Max saga, I mean, because it's very much a prequel to Furiosa's story.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and I was so happy that I was thoroughly impressed that the pacing was spot on because I did feel like I was in there for like 90 minutes. It did not feel
it didn't feel like it. It was just
did not feel
it
two
went,
and a half.
especially with the whole like chapter to chapter thing. It was just
I don't think
like and also I gotta say because the first 2 chapters were her as a kid. It wasn't even Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, it was
into, like,
not
the
Anya
third
for a
one.
while.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
honestly, I gotta give them props because to like just that is the direction they went, and also to the actress that played the younger version of her. Because
she
I
did a
gotta
lot.
be honest, I not in a bad way, just like, oh, that's right, Anya Taylor-Joy. Like I forgot that she was like so not that she was supposed to be in it, but just. Like you spend like a good amount of time with the younger version of her that it's you almost forget that you're gonna see Anya Taylor-Joy later, and it's like you're following her and you're gonna invested into like that, like you're seeing that version of her because that's the version that escapes, and that hair and everything. Like she does the planning at that age.
Yeah.
And it's like I didn't think we'd see like that side. I thought it'd be her mom, dying. Then it like jumped forward.
Because typically, typically
That's
whenever you get like a background story of someone's like childhood, it's very quick and like, okay, boom, boom, here are the most important notes, and then moving on. And that's just how most films are kind of made up to be. It's like they give a quick like 5 to 10 minute, and that's all you get.
Yeah.
Those are the major traumas, cool, but we got a full landscape of like.
Yeah, exactly. Because
the only thing they did not show was before she got kidnapped.
Because they
and it's because they wanted to make that land of abundance very vague. They didn't want to show us a lot.
Because it showed kind of everything she was going through in that moment, like leading up to like when she became the brake driver and all that stuff.
Right.
Like, it was just the movie just feels like a true like odyssey.
There are some points where I was like looking at the young Furiosa. There's like when she's like over the back of the bike, and I'm like, it looks like they've almost superimposed Anya Taylor-Joy's face over her.
Yeah.
Like,
right?
It looked like sometimes it looked like they were the same person.
And it wasn't until like the big the rig scene. Which insane, by the way. What's it called? That she like removes the thing, and you see her with her long hair, and Praetor Jack, real G, by the way, sees her for the first time, and then whatever. But yeah, you're right. Like I couldn't. There were shots where I couldn't tell if it was the younger, because it gets to a point, and again, I think that's what's like really good about it, where the transition into like when she grows up, I almost didn't notice it at some points, like. Again, it wasn't until she took it all off that it was Anya Taylor-Joy. Throughout, I thought it was still young version of her. It was just so seamless. Like
the only reason like I was like, it's like older is because they did that, like plant growing thing.
Yeah.
That was like the only like passage of time. Like, oh, okay, maybe she's like grown up.
Oh yeah.
But it's like they made a point. We can only see
this.
this.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I was like. Again, because you're right, I saw that and I said, okay, probably time has passed. But again, just because they mirrored each other so well, part of me was like, she's still like a little young, and she's still not quite Anya Taylor-Joy yet. And then again, it wasn't until we saw her hair and whatnot.
Yeah, I think
So,
I think they did a good job. Child actor killed it. Like,
Oh, yeah, she
100%.
Yeah, I think if we're going to talk about like the acting, like overall, all of it was pretty.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh yeah, no, he took that.
Dude, what a role.
I believe when the
dude.
trailer dropped, I was just kind of not sold. I was like, it seems like he's doing a parody of like something something. He
He fit the
No,
wasteland.
he was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
He was awesome. Like the way his line delivery, like when he was like what was it, the race or the challenge, and he's like ready, set, go. And
Yeah.
like just the way he says stuff.
He just like leaned into that character.
Like his just voice and everything is ridiculous.
Still didn't like the prosthetic on his face, but I'll ignore it.
I think it like
I thought it was good.
there's a big
'Cause it,
thing
like-
about the wasteland being that Anya Taylor-Joy, her character, has no blemishes or features, and they call her like the full life. You know, he's got a blemish, and like
Right.
that's supposed to be
Scars.
his. Yeah.
No, I get it. I mean, but no, he took the cake for that one because I will say, like, he has the most dialogue in this film,
Oh, he definitely does. Yeah,
and
bro, he has like 3 monologues,
and he carries
and
it.
it's all bars.
Bars.
Yeah, it's
like
all
he
bars.
carries it. Like
Yeah.
he really, really does. So it's kind of like for him to have most of it on his shoulders and him still deliver it flawlessly, like he did. I mean,
Yeah, no, he was fantastic. I mean, they both were like
everyone.
what's it called? I just him is just. I think it's just mainly the reason he stands out is just because we haven't seen him in a role like that. Like, I think this is the first time he plays a villain. Like I could be wrong, but I can't think of him playing like any because obviously he plays Thor. He's a good guy.
Yeah, definitely nothing comes to mind like this.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
he's like villain. Like, I'm just here to
yeah,
fucked it up.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just it's crazy because I wouldn't say he's sympathetic, but just towards the end when again he gives that freaking insane speech to her, you get why he is the way he is though.
yeah.
Like, because he almost like presents it as like he was meant to be like that messed up almost, if that makes sense. Like he's like, I exist in this world, all this stuff happened to me. I think I'm meant to be this way, bro. Like this is how we are. This is how the world is. This is my role. He's basically saying, yeah, I'm messed up, but that's what I'm meant to be.
Yeah,
That's fucking insane, bro.
he thinks that like he's meant to be evil, and that's
Yeah.
why he does evil
Yeah,
stuff.
like, that's crazy.
And like he is, he's very real because his whole character is that he gets to a really powerful position, and just like his power crumbles onto himself,
Yeah.
and he just like can't handle it, and it leads to his downfall. And you see him gain this massive empire, only for at the end of the movie you see him with 2 other bikes, and it's just like the 6 of them, and they're all that's left of his crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, like
Right.
like he was in like a really good position,
Mhm.
and he could have just lived that out, but no. We got power hungry,
Yeah.
power hungry.
and then just
Fucked around and found out.
yeah, and
So-
decided to fuck around with Furiosa, who happens to be one of the most relentless people in all the wasteland. If you see Fury Road and even just this one, it proves. That shit proves it. Because, dude, the arm scene.
Crazy.
Yeah,
The
that
way
that
she
scene
lost her
was
arm?
good, and I saw a lot.
Holy
I saw
crap.
some behind the scenes stuff, and it was like of her like rubber arm going.
Oh
off
yeah,
of
it was just
it was pretty cool looking.
yeah.
Which that was I love how that was
That
practical.
was a good scene. That was a
Like
good scene, just in
a
general.
lot of the movie effects in this are practical. There are a couple CGI effects I didn't like the fire I didn't care for, and then some shots they just look like they're CGI of when they're in the sky and stuff, which this makes it a little step below in Fury Road in that regards to me, but there's definitely a lot of cool practical stuff like the last scene with the tree coming out of him.
Yeah.
That was really
That
cool.
was
Yeah, that was
That was
really
kind of eerie. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
"Ugh,
that
I
was
don't,
eerie.
I didn't like. I liked it, but didn't like. Is one of those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mortal Joe was cool in this one.
I love how they did his younger self.
Yeah, he was cool. And also his voice was just dope.
Mhm.
The way he spoke and stuff. I don't know, there's just something about it.
I think
Really good.
even that whole gang, like even his two sons and like the big guy with the nose thing, like they all like delivered it pretty well. Like it sold the whole fantasy to me.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the deal with Scrotus is, and if he's gonna be the villain in the next Mad Max movie, because he's not in Fury Road. The guy with the big forehead.
Yeah.
And the next Mad Max movie that they have written is going to take place before Fury Road. So maybe we're going to see Max go against Scrotus, because we also got our little glimpse of Mad Max there in the middle. We saw him show up for like a small scene.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was cool. Did they say if it was gonna be around the same time as Furiosa, or just taking place at a different time, but still before Fury Road? Because I think it'd be interesting if it took place at the same time.
Like they just kind of cross paths.
No,
but not
because
really.
she would have to.
It would be cool if we crossed paths the same exact way. We see the opposite shot,
right? Of Furiosa struggling.
Like that.
From the back shot.
Yeah, I hope no. If that is what they're doing, if it is like it's just taking place in at a different location and it's just the same like timeline.
Kind of like
please do that.
Kind of like Quiet Place Day One.
But I think that it would need. I think that it would need to be. That would need to be like the beginning of the movie, because I think that takes place. I can't remember exactly when that happened in the movie, but there is.
It's when she's walking with the arm.
So it's after
she loses the arm, because she's going back to.
Okay.
Yeah, she's walking.
Yeah, so it is before the time jump, because there's that there is right when she gets back to Immortan Joe, we start the wars between Dementus and the Citadel. Yeah. There's that montage, then they say over the voiceover that it's like months have gone by or something. They say a certain amount of time has passed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like she still had to like build her arm and
heal and a bunch of stuff.
True.
Yeah.
So and then that's why they had run all out of cars. Like they had used all the resources of the wasteland in that war. And that's why his crew had gone down to so little people. So that's
right. Yeah.
So I do think that maybe that could be like just the beginning of the movie. We see that, and then we get to that, and then I think Scrotus would be the villain, and I think so since he doesn't show up in Fury Road.
Yeah. I kind of want to see Fury Road now. I want to see Furiosa again. Fuck, man.
Yeah. I definitely want to see it again.
I want to see it again.
My like favorite part was
the movie.
Was that motorcycle chase scene when we had the guys with the black like octopus motorcycle, and they were chasing it with the Bobby knocker.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was one of the cleanest fights, because
that whole sequence, start to finish, was like me holding my breath and being like, oh, she's underneath.
Yeah,
oh,
she was
her motorcycle. Oh, the like everything. He died. Oh, what is this? Like parachutes? Yeah. Like holy! Like it was.
They were tugging you every which way with that scene.
Yeah, I mean
that part is definitely like from effects and just the way they did it and all that stuff and filmed it.
Yeah.
Hands down the best part of the movie. Hands down.
Yeah, because it was so action packed and it just didn't let off. Mm-hmm. It just pedal to the metal, kept going, and for a long period of time.
I was jumping up and down in my seat.
I saw you. Because I was looking over, I was like, he's freaking out. Because I was even like, holy shit.
When the Bobby knocker guy died, I was just heartbroken.
No, that broke my soul. I said, oh!
Yeah.
She just opens it, and there's just a bullet. I was like,
the other big part was in the I forgot when it was the third what do they call it?
Third chapter?
No, not the third chapter. Like the third section of the wasteland.
The Bullet Farm?
Bullet Farm?
I think so. It's where Jack is driving the truck and she has the car and she goes back.
It's
for
when
him.
they it's when they try to
they took over. Bullet
Morton
Farm.
Joe tells them to drive the empty tanker to
exactly that. But
to
what did they call it? The third part of the wasteland or something? Because he was like, "Oh, this is the first city or the first section."
The Citadel is the first something of the wasteland.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what is that term? This was the third what of the wasteland?
Stronghold.
Stronghold? Was it Stronghold?
I think it is. I think
Because they had them listed.
Yeah, exactly. I
and
just
it
can't
was
remember the
Bullet,
word.
Bullet Farm, Gastown, and the Citadel. I think were the three.
I think it was the Bullet Farm. Yeah, I was just trying to think of the word.
Yeah,
I think
that was definitely one of the great sequences too.
Yeah, 100%. I was locked in on that one because I thought homie Jack was gonna die. I was like, oh fuck, she's gonna see him die.
Yeah.
There's gonna be another one. Another one.
It wasn't
bites the dust.
It wasn't long after that.
Yeah, I know.
It
but
was still that same
whole
sequence.
Yeah, but I think that's what's great because that whole sequence made me thinking, he's about to die. Oh, here it comes. Nope, here. Oh shit, he's not gonna make it.
No, he definitely dodged a lot.
Yeah, and I think it adds because, like you said, it's after, and it wasn't even during that.
Mm-hmm.
It's because
And that scene actually, I think, had a lot of good CGI shots because that one actually like you could tell a lot of that was CGI, but it was good.
Yeah, no, it was definitely tasteful because it wasn't like overdone.
Mm-hmm.
Like so
that was like the semi-tanker was like falling over the edge and he was jumping and grabbing the grappling hook.
It could have looked cheap and cheesy,
Mm-hmm,
but it definitely they probably spent a lot of time on that.
Yeah.
But no, that one was good. That whole sequence as well. Like I was kind of like, oh, like it was. And I think because you have those sequences and then you get those small breaks in between, that kind of made the pacing just kind of like it didn't wear you out. It kind of was feeding the beast in you, being like I want more, and then it keeps going and giving you more and more. Like it was actually really, really good, like start to finish. I mean, kudos George Miller, because for God's sakes.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I love George Miller. I love all the Mad Max movies. I rewatched all 4 of them right before I went to see this one.
I watched Zero.
I love Happy Feet. I love Happy Feet.
I love Happy Feet as a kid. Recently, I haven't seen it. I think maybe since I was a kid. Like
I still watch it and I still like it.
You went on a George Miller marathon before you saw this.
You say you haven't seen the original 3? Watch 2 and 3 because 2 and 3 I think they hold the same vibe and also the same pacing kinda. They're very fast paced, fun movies.
Okay. But why not the first one? Just curious.
The first one, it's not the same vibe. The first one is like about Mad Max. It's his origin story, and he's like against a biker gang. It's before the apocalypse kind of happens.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of just in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Chill,
so it's like just modern day then.
It's definitely not modern day because it's still weird laws. Like people are just like having sex in the middle of a field and the cops are watching them and then people are just killing each other in the middle of the road.
Like there's still civilization.
And there's still civilization.
Okay, gotcha,
yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's very different. But 2 and 3, that's where they like
all hell breaks loose.
All hell breaks loose. Like 2, the whole thing is there's a guy with a hockey mask and a giant revolver terrorizing a town that has gas, and that's just the movie.
George Miller wrote the screenplay.
Yes, he did. He has Babe, Happy Feet, and the Mad Max movies.
That's so funny.
He's an interesting guy.
He has a lot of range.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like he literally did Babe the second Babe in 1998, and then took
8
years off, and then did Happy Feet.
After they told him he couldn't do he wanted to make Mad Max Fury Road right after Beyond the Thunderdome. But they told him no, or they couldn't do what he wanted. So he waited until the studio said yes. No, he's like, no, I'll wait until you agree to do what I want to do. And he did. He waited until they let him, and that's when he made Fury Road.
I mean, the Beyond Thunderdome, $10 million budget, made $36 million.
Beyond the Thunderdome is the one that they've I don't know if the other ones have, but I watched it remastered. It looks like it was made today. It looks amazing.
So it aged well. That's good.
Definitely. Because
Okay,
it's all practical
I'm
effects.
curious, so yeah, I want to see. I definitely want to rewatch Fury Road because it's been a while since I've seen that one. And yeah, I'll watch. I'll even watch the first one. Fucking, I just because I kind of if I'm gonna go in, I want to go all in. So I'll
It's
watch
still
all three.
the first one is still good.
Yeah.
The cool thing about the first one is that the villain of the first one is the guy that plays Immortan Joe.
Oh, like the actor.
Actor, yes.
Cool. Oh shit! All right.
Which like you can't tell because he like plays him so differently, but
Yeah.
it's
But
the same guy.
he doesn't play the same character. Like, it's
No,
not like,
not the same character.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the first one he's called Toe Cutter.
Gotcha. And the old ones, like the original ones, don't have anything to do with these new ones, right?
It's the same character, but a different timeline. It's like because these are a reboot.
Right, exactly. So it has no timeline wise, it has no connection.
Timeline wise, there's no connection,
Yeah.
but movie wise, they're like same vibe, same.
Gotcha.
vibe.
No, that's fine. Yeah, all right, but watch
So what would your Letterbox grade for Furiosa be?
5.
5?
5. Yeah. I got no real qualms with it. Like, that shit was amazing. So pretty. Like that's a beautiful shot film. I loved it. Like every shot I could. Almost every shot I can put like as a damn screensaver on my computer. So
It was great.
I mean, I thought that's like one of the biggest compliments you give any movie. So
I did 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
You originally gave it a 4 when we first left the theater.
I did, and then I think I sat with it and really dissected it and was like, no, that's actually a really, because I think it was the same thing where I like when you're in the movie, you're taking it all in and then you dissect it later. And for me, I just remember being in bed being like, there really was nothing wrong with that movie. And the only reason I wouldn't put it at a 5 is because it's just it ain't for me.
Your kind of movie.
It just ain't for me. Like
This is a nuanced movie.
It is peak. I will say that. Like you guys are absolutely correct in that. Like it will definitely go down. It's for sure in my top 3 of the year. I put this over Doom.
oh no, this is my number 1.
This is my number 1.
This is my number 1, 100%.
I would also give this a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
I thought this was amazing.
Fall Guy's my number 1.
Fall Guy was great. I have this just below. I still have it below Fury Road, I think. Just because Fury Road's really concise.
Isn't Fury Road your number 5?
Yeah, of my like movies of all time.
Yeah, top 10, yeah.
And then I put this one at number 7.
I'm gonna rewatch Fury Road tonight, just to like really, because I have it like in my head right now, like Furiosa. Just thinking about it, I want to watch it.
Yeah, no, it was actually it was a really good movie. I mean,
I honestly might say that I think that acting is better in Furiosa than Fury Road.
is it because there's probably more texture, more heart?
Yes, it's definitely more.
Yeah, because it's more of a personal.
It's
journey.
a personal story.
Yeah.
So like the characters face a lot more like
Ups and downs.
Yeah, and you see,
You definitely see her full journey.
yeah.
Versus just seeing a woman that looks scarred and I guess and
Yeah. Like
so
because I didn't know any of it. Like you don't know any of this when you watch Fury Road. She's still a great character,
right.
But again, this adds so much.
All you
more.
know is she's trying to get back to the green place.
Yeah.
Which
Just
yeah,
what
you
adds.
don't know Fury Road, but
No.
they're trying to get to the green place and they get there and it turns out that it's been completely destroyed
Yeah.
and it's no longer there.
Damn, I was gonna watch it tonight. I wasn't.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
No, but like I mean, I think the reason I gravitate towards this film is just because in the beginning it shows a good life and then chaos and then like the heart of like her mother.
2 seconds in.
Like
They pick
really,
the apple and they're kidnapped.
it's very, very quick
The
and I'm just like, yeah, like that's no good at all. Like it's very much like got heart and grit and then it's redemption and revenge and all of it. Like great stunt scenes, great acting, the whole bit. There's nothing I can really harp on it about. I mean, I just wouldn't watch it again.
You wouldn't watch it again?
I would, but I wouldn't be like, let's watch it again type deal.
Yeah, you wouldn't sit down and be like, I want to watch Furiosa.
I would, but not.
Oh, I
would.
would. Oh no, I
Yeah.
100% would. I
And
can't
I
wait.
feel
And
like
I can't wait to
understand-
get to that point.
I understand not feeling that way because it's not made for everybody.
Yeah, you definitely gotta like my mom doesn't like Fury Road. But
Yeah.
it's just because it's like a little. She's like, oh my god, like all these people, they look weird. Like it's just not her.
It's just
thing.
a lot of sand.
Yeah, it's just like she doesn't like she doesn't like Immortan Joe. Like she literally says, I hate the way that guy looks. Like I do not look. Like,
He's
I hate
scary.
that guy. And I'm like, but like look how badass he looks. He's crazy as fuck. He's like, I don't like that shit. Though.
I don't want to
And
look
I
at
said,
that.
you know what, Pharaoh? Like, yeah.
Right, no, and that's why, like, but I could always look at a film and be like, that was actually really good cinema, and that held me the entire way. I just, again, if you look at the movies I give 5 stars to on my Letterbox, they're movies that I would rewatch at a drop of a dime over and over again, never get tired of it. This one I would watch again, but I'd probably eventually get tired of it. I'd be like, alright. But still, a great fucking movie. Like, I would see the next one, like...
So you would watch the Max one if it came out?
Yeah. I would watch, like...
Which I'm hoping from the next one that we get what we've been like waiting for, which is Mad Max with his car. Every single movie, Mad Max 2, Mad Max 3, Fury Road, every movie with him and his classic, like the car that he's associated with, they always just blow the car up, and he never actually has a cool, like, actual chase with it.
I mean...
Damn.
So it'll be before the car's destroyed in Fury Road in this next one. So hopefully we would get some real Ford or some like Interceptor fun.
You can only dream. I mean, but let's be real. That movie ain't coming out for a long time. Because these Mad Max movies take a while to film.
Yeah. And I'm going to stay optimistic. I'm going to say they'll make it anyway, even though that this one might not perform as well as they'd hope.
No, that's
That is
bullshit,
true.
bro. Like they cannot like George Miller better not look at that or like the studios and say
He got money. He good.
clearly this is not a good thing because we know it. Like I hope they are self-aware, and I feel like they are that this is just a society thing
Just a
and just
bad
kind of like
year.
just bad. Like this is not, bro. Let's look at the right.
We got an election coming up.
Like,
People are trying to save their coin. Like,
yeah, like this is not like I swear to God, if I read that is the reason,
no.
I'm gonna make it everybody's problem.
No, I think also, I mean, and again, it will be a different tone. You gotta think, it took 9 years from Mad Max Fury Road to Furiosa to come out. It'll probably take another 8 to 9 years for the next one to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be a different conversation piece.
Damn, I didn't think about that. It has been 9 years.
Yeah.
So,
You'll be in your 30s.
yeah, I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
Well,
both y'all will.
How old you be?
The next movie's written.
40.
Or I think that's what you said.
11?
I think the next one is written.
Oh, he probably already has it right up his
Yeah.
sleeve. But these movies take so long that, like,
They had, it was a while ago, so I can't remember the news line exactly, but it was like they had a 40-man, like, stunt scene that, like, took 40 days or something.
I know. Sorry, that was probably either the bullet farm scene or it had to have been like the
or
rig.
The
scene.
Citadel scene. When they
Oh,
drove
yeah.
all those motorcycles up and then they had all the
Oh,
bombs
yeah,
going
yeah,
down and they were attaching them to cranes and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I put my money more on that rig because just like a lot, there was a lot moving. So I'd say
There
so
was.
I bet my money on that one if I had to. But yeah,
I mean, that was my favorite scene, the one with the rig.
yeah, 100%, but 100%, hands down. But yeah,
I love Furiosa, 5 out of 5.
yeah, cinema,
My
peak
movie
cinema.
of the year.
Like just go fucking see it.
Is it your
Like,
number
are you-
one so
Yes.
far? Of the year?
Currently, this should win Best Picture.
If it does get nominated, hell yeah, it's got my vote.
It will for sure get nominated. It was that pretty.
Fury Road is nominated for Best Picture.
For
Yeah,
everything.
there we go.
They were nominated for damn near
That's
everything that
right.
year.
And they won. They won like 7 Oscars. So
Yeah,
It was all on the technical side, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is fun.
which is what what it
Deserved.
should have won for. Like, it also won like costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I won costume
Special
and makeup.
effects.
And yeah, I mean the costumes and makeup in the movie are insane, just like this one.
Yeah, because I know Miller was nominated for
Best director. Yeah, he was.
director.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, go see Furiosa.
Go see a
for
movie.
fuck's sake. Like don't make me fund the whole movie because I will go see it 5 times. You know.
Yeah, like I put up the numbers for Dune. I got that movie to 800
Yeah,
million.
don't make
You
Riley,
sure did.
don't make Riley do that again, man. Homie's gotta eat.
We literally were just like, "Where's our friend?" He's like, "I'm at the theater again." I'm like, "Jesus."
I'm
You
supporting
know,
Dune.
respect.
I'm supporting Dune.
You know what? But respect, because clearly someone's gotta do it. Fucking, I'll go Thanos. Fine, I'll do it myself. Like
I'll
shit.
do it myself.
I will be seeing Furiosa again this week.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see it again. I don't know about this week. No, I can see it this week. I'm gonna go this week. Yeah.
I work full time.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching. This was really fun.
Yeah, as always.
5 out of 10. I could have had a funner time.
Yeah. I really enjoyed our pre-argument. Kenny loved it.
I'm so fucking done.
Yeah.
And
That's
we will see you next week.
Bye.
But
Stop recording.